man stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones. The seas be ours, and by the powers where we will we roam. Yo, all hands, hoist the colors high, heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. No some have died and some are alive, and others sail on the sea.
Pins on top of the freezer.
With the keys to the cage and the devil to pay, we lay to fiddler's grave. Hoist the colors high, heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Hold together, hoist the colors high, heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. The bell has been raised from its watery grave to hear its sepulchral tone. We call to all, pay heed the squall, and turn yourself toward hoist the colors high, heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we all together, hoist the colors high, thieves and beggars, never
The bottom of the Almiranta was lost with the treasure along the edge of the channel, about a cannon-shot distance, and the water is so clear and the sand so white that everything on the bottom can be seen very clearly. The blow was so strong that all the dead works were pushed inward. It was obvious that she was sinking, hitting bottom at 6 fathoms. The ship was immediately filled with water, and right there in the same shallows, due to 2 more impacts, the bottom was torn out, breaking to pieces. Nothing could be saved and everybody died, except for this informant and 44 other people who were picked up the next day at 4 o'clock in the afternoon by a boat that belonged to Captain Juan de Hoyo's ship, which anchored at dawn about half a league away, having lost her rudder in the same shallows. On the 4th day of said month, around midnight or thereabouts, the whole fleet turned northeast, at a shoal called El Mimbre, located at 27 degrees and 15 minutes. After recognizing the shoal, the Almiranta took soundings and found 11 fathoms of water. A cannon was immediately shot to warn the other ships, and we tacked at once. By that time, the Capitana was coming from windward, a little to the stern of the Almiranta. Their intention was to make the same maneuver of tacking after recognizing the shallow water, and without paying attention to the fact that the Almiranta was located on her leeward side and very close, or maybe because a wave was breaking on the stern of the Almiranta. Unable to do anything about it, the Almiranta was rammed amidships and on the starboard side by the Capitana. A first-person account. Gaspar de los Reyes Palacios, assistant to the pilot of the Nuestra Senora de las Maravillas, narrates in detail the shipwreck and the loss of the treasure.
I don't know about anybody else, but there's something just so damn satisfying finding one of these silver coins laying there for the last 300-400 years. You're the first one to pick it up. Pretty incredible. Love that shit. Something I don't like to see every time I see a school of jacks. There's usually some big ass tiger shark or something hammerhead lurking right behind them. First emerald I ever found right there. You can scratch that off my bucket list. Alex kept pointing. I said, man, I could see in his face. He's pointing at something I don't want to see. I was like, man, I see you pointing, but I just don't want to look at it. That's my favorite, the scorpion fish. These things are a pain in the ass. The thing is, you're always rooting around and you're down on your knees, and these things just don't move out of the way. You could easily just stick your knee right on that thing. So I don't think they'd kill you, but supposedly they sting the crap out of you. But they're everywhere down there. Rob, treasure finding mofo right there. He found that coin without even a metal detector. He always finding stuff, man. I always thought I was good at that, but this guy, he eats me alive, man. He's always finding more than me. This was my first day diving with these guys. I thought we were like taking turns. I just got out of the water, right? All Alex jumps in there and comes back with this thing. I was like, son of a bitch. Alex, he's another one. Man, he can find some treasure, man. There's no doubt about it. That guy's got an eye for it, boy. I did happen to find a couple of those little gold pieces that were with it. It's kind of like hinges that go on the side. I don't know if it was an earring or a brooch or something like that. But yeah, I want a sweet looking piece right there.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones. The seas be ours, and by the powers where we will we roam. Yo.